And welcome back, everybody, to the CBP. I'm your host, Carter Buckets. And today, we're going to try something a little new. We're going to do a what if video. So, my first one is a kind of popular question. What would have happened if Justin Fields stayed at Georgia? I wrote this down. I took some precaution thinking about this. So, these are my honest opinions. I'm going to see if I can get comments on this video. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what's happening. But, hey, if I can get them, comment down below. What do you think would have happened if Fields went to sit in the SEC? So, let's get it going. So, in my opinion, he would have won the job as a sophomore because Fromm didn't play that good the year before. Fromm played good, and then he was struggling, so Fields gets it the second week because he throws a couple interceptions. So basically, his first season, I say they go undefeated through the regular season. Go play the best team in college football history, maybe, in LSU. They lose 35-38. But they make the college football playoffs as the third seed. If you remember, Clemson, it was LSU, Clemson, Ohio State, or it was Ohio State, Clemson, OU. I say they get in over Ohio State because Ohio State doesn't have a true quarterback like Fields. And they go play versus Clemson, and they win 42-28. And now it's time for his revenge. It's LSU versus Georgia. You might think I'm crazy, but Justin Fields leads a game-winning drive down the field. Take 3. They win the game 45-42. Fields has his first national championship, and he comes third in Heisman voting. So basically, second season, a bunch of people are leaving. Fromm left. So, second season, they go 9-1. It's this past season, by the way. 9-1. They lose Alabama 45-42 because Georgia played competitive this whole season. I believe they would have killed Georgia with Justin Fields, but no. And now we have the college football playoffs. They beat Alabama. They beat them in the regular season, Bama, and they lose in the championship, I think. Right. No, their only losses to Florida their only losses to Bama in the, they didn't play in the regular season. They played in the SEC championship. Georgia did not win. They lost 45-42. So they get in as the third seed again. They play Clemson. Notre Dame is in the playoffs. So basically it's Clemson, Georgia. Clemson looking for some revenge, but they don't get it. It's going to be Justin Fields in dominating fashion. 56-14 over Trevor Lawrence twice. And Bama obviously will beat Notre Dame 100-0. Let's be honest, people. So it's Bama, Georgia, a rematch, down to the wire. Georgia down 4. 10 seconds left on the 10-yard line. Fields gets the snap, look in the shotgun, looking, fires for Pickens, caught, touchdown. Georgia gets revenge. Fields has number 2, and they get revenge on the number 1 seed who beat them. Their only loss of the season. Fields has 2 rings. Fields will win. And this year, there was no dominant Heisman winner like there was in 2019. Everyone's going to say, oh, Devontae Smith. If Fields did what he did, I'm going to say he put up 5,000 passing yards in 10 games. 55 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. You're not beating that. Or no, 45 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, tossed up about 4,500 yards. That's a Heisman season. And it's a clear he was going to win it. Jay Fields. So Fields goes number 1 overall because everyone says, oh, Lawrence looks complete, but Fields beat him twice. Fields beat the best 2 teams in college football history twice. Has 2 rings has a Heisman. So he's going number 1 overall to the Jaguars. Urban Meyer's the head coach. He gets there. They immediately build around them. The Jets take Trevor Lawrence. That's going to be a big, big part. Because in this scenario, Zach Wilson's the 3rd best quarterback. No question, because Lawrence is 15 times better than him and Fields is better than Lawrence. So, the first year of his NFL career, he goes about, I would say 7-9. But the only reason I say that is because they couldn't build all the line in the draft. They didn't have any good. They got Creed Humphreys, moved him to the guard, and that was all they got. And they didn't get any receiver help. So first season they go home 7-9. They have the number 13 pick, the 7th pick in the draft, and they take Marvin Mims out of Oklahoma. In the free agency class, before the draft, they got him A-Rob. That's all I'm going to say. They only got him Allen Robinson. Now they put Marvin Mims, who's better than Shark, better than Chenault, who's the second best player on that team. And they draft a bunch of O-linemen. They only draft O-linemen, and in the fifth round, it's a steal. They get Mims, or no, they don't get Mims. They get Theo Weiss. They trade up somehow to the 5th round, the pick right after, and they get Jaden Hazelwood. Rattler goes to the Giants. But Lawrence first season, they go number 1 over. They get the number 1 pick because Lawrence can't carry them all, which everyone's expecting to happen. Don't ask me why. So, they get the number 1 pick. They don't draft quarterback. They draft linemen. So, yeah. They try to help him out a little bit. But second season for Jay Fields? Well, by the way, he wins Rookie of the Year. Second season for Fields. First season with Mims, Hazelwood, Weiss. They go 13-3. They signed all O-linemen in free agency. Helped the defense out, got some pass rushers. Got J.J. Watt. They got Jair Alexander and Gilmore. That's deadly. Now their secondary, that's a better team than they ever had. So they go 13-3, and they make it to the divisional round. Fields tosses up 5,550 yards, 65 touchdowns, 1 interception. It's a godly season for Jay Fields. Wins the MVP by a wide margin. They get a first-round bye in the AFC. They get the ball. They play the Cleveland Browns, and they're down by 4. He fires, touchdown, game over. Fields will win. Go to the conference championship game against the Kansas City Chiefs. Yikes! That was one of their losses. The Titans were one of them, and the Colts were one of them. Fields loses in the conference championship 50, 35-21. Couldn't put up enough to keep up with the Chiefs. The Jaguars, they kind of locked them down, but in the end, it wasn't enough. Go to another offseason with the 25th pick, I believe. And they just go linebacker, an O-line, and a running back, and a tight end. Tight end before the running back, though. And this year, 15-1. The best, 16-0. Justin Fields goes 16-0, and he has a better season. 6,000 passing yards, 60 touchdowns, no interceptions. They go to the conference championship. They destroy the Chiefs 72-0. Okay, that's a little exaggeration. They beat them 45-42. And they're on to the Super Bowl playing the Falcons, who draft Zach Wilson out of BYU. It's a shootout. Zach Wilson doesn't get the ball. Zach Wilson scores with 10 seconds remaining. Kick the ball. It's Fields' time. They're down by 3. They're down by 4. Fields has been in this situation multiple times. He gets the ball in the 15, throws touchdown. Allen Robinson, AR-15, game over. Fields wins Super Bowl MVP, and he does this for the rest of his career, ladies and gentlemen. Fields is an undoubtedly Heisman Trophy winner. NFL Hall of Fame player. He'll go into the Hall of Fame, and he will be considered the GOAT. The second best quarterback of all time behind Brady, because one less Super Bowl. That's what I think would happen if Fields never transferred. Agree or disagree? This was kind of a ridiculous video, but I'm going to turn on comment sections. Hey, let me know what you think. Agree or disagree? Tell me what you guys think would have happened. I'm your host. It's Carter Buckets tuning out. Have a great day, everybody. Peace.